Good evening. This is World of Darkness Camarilla Venue. Merry Christmas, everyone. And this is a social scene between for introducing Daniel's new character, Gwenn O'Connor, with Sean Lejours, who found out about uh, Gwenn by a call from the Harpy, Mr. Budge. Let's start the scene. And so Jean Lejour is sitting in his restaurant. He set up the meeting with her at 8 p.m. And it's been a while since you've seen Ventrue's. The last Ventrue's been dealing with lately was Mr. Brooks. So it's pretty exciting to meet a new uh, Ventrue, or half a Toreador. And he's just sitting, going on with his business. He spends usually the first 4 hours of his day taking care of his job as a restaurant manager. And every 2 hours or so goes outside for 10 minutes and smokes a cigar and come back. And he's just waiting.
A fairly nice car pulls into the lot for the restaurant. Of course, Gwenn is not driving because she's Ventrue. She does, however, open her own door because it's something she feels she needs to do herself. She steps out, making sure everything is proper and in place. She enters the restaurant, looking around.
So there's a chance in 6, I guess, that he's going to be outside when she comes in. Let's see if we can do this. So 6, he's outside. 4, he's inside. And I guess he sees Gwenn walking in. He doesn't know how she looks like, but he checks her aura, and I guess he finds a morsel.
If he were to check her aura, she registers as a vibrant, living being who is happy. If he were to roll such a thing.
I guess a person like that doesn't walk every day into Jean Lejour's restaurant.
She's dressed up a little bit, not too much though. Maybe a little more, depending on his client, depending on who goes to his restaurant, maybe slightly overdressed.
Well, regardless, a person like that doesn't walk every day into the restaurant, even if it's not Gwenn. Jean Lejour will go in and become the maître d' for her. Good evening, Miss. I'm Jean Lejour. I'm the restaurant manager. Um, would you have a reservation, or would you like you to book a table for you?
Oh, I do have a reservation under a not Mr. Under a Miss O'Connor, Gwenn O'Connor, it should be.
Ah, Miss Gwenn. Yes, I've been expecting you. This way, please. And then I'll take a booth that tactically doesn't have any customers sitting around it. I'll say, please have a seat. If we need a more private place, we can always find one. Um, it's an honor to meet a blue. And what can I get you?
She she smiles. Well, likewise, it's an honor to meet you as well. Um, I'm just trying to get to know a few of the faces around here. I only arrived about yesterday or so.
Roll two. I guess Camarilla and intelligence to know that Ventrue will have a preference for blood. Let's see if my character is intelligent.
What's his kindred for?
He's two.
Two. He probably knows that the Ventrue are rumored to be picky.
Oh shit! I have intelligence 3. Why is my intelligence so high? Yeah, I should know. I'm not even gonna roll that. I know they're picky. Let's see how picky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 5, 1, 3, 5. No successes. But I guess it's pretty common knowledge as far as Camarilla is concerned. I just know they're a little bit picky. I know how. I don't know how it affects them that they frenzy if they drink the wrong blood or something. I think they're just uppity. Like if I offer him something, they don't want it because they're uppity. So I wouldn't know it's an actual like thing for him. Just like me, I prefer to eat from people who smoke cigars and or cigarettes. But I don't frenzy if I don't. So, anyways, is there anything I could get you or I can help you with?
Oh, she thinks for a moment. Oh, of course I should buy something when I come into someone's place of business. Um, just a drink of some sort.
Sure. I'll get up, walk up to the sidebar, choose one of the bottles, 2 glasses, bring them back to the table, open it, pretend I'm tasting and smelling, and pour some. And I'll say I guess I have some. Uh, uh, I understand your clan have certain preferences for certain types of blood, so I apologize if I don't have the proper stock. I'll make sure next time to be better prepared.
Oh, it's quite all right. I prefer to dine alone. If you if you get my meaning.
Sure. Um, Later today, there's today's Saturday. Later, today's Friday night. Later tonight, we have well, every week we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We have events going on. More like people dancing and mingling upstairs in the dance floor. It will be honor me if you can stay. Um, if you don't, I understand. Our life are pretty busy at night.
Oh,
Um,
yes, yes. The work of an owner of many theaters is never quite done. Uh, by the way, that is the business I'm involved in: stage theater, movie, screen theater, and all that sort of
you
stuff,
all
and as well as several media outlets that allow for greater coverage of my theaters.
you run theaters. This is uh, this is an interesting twist of events. Um, I'm quite a performer myself. I haven't performed for a long time, but I'm always performing. Once you're a performer, you're always a performer.
Oh yes, of course. And for me, I just stepped into the role of director and producer, and I stepped up from being an actress alone. It was a big leap, but my dad taught me well.
Is there any character that can, to break the ice, any character that I can play right now?
Well, what do you know?
I play, I've been involved a lot with Underworld. I play Goodfellas type, talking to me type of guys. How you doing type of guys. Serials. No, none of the classical stuff. Comedy. I guess you can always have like a mini audition going on. So I'll do 6 dice, and then I'll see how I'm gonna play it. Oh! All right, so I fumble. I'm not even gonna fumble this. So I tried to make a roll, and I just like fumble it out. Or is it appearance or charisma for acting?
Probably charisma.
Yeah, fuck it. 2 1s. I think my thing needs patching too. That's like the second time I get 2 1s.
Gwenn will
Even I will kind
smile.
of pick this up. Say, yeah, I'm rusty. I haven't been doing this for a while, but
Oh yes, of course. We all have our off days. Perhaps you can show me in greater depth, and when you have practiced a bit more, brushed up on what you know.
yeah, I'd love to come and visit some events in your theater.
Yes,
Is
and
there a place I can check on when new plays are coming up? I guess a website.
She will pull out a card, and it will say Afro Entertainment.
Afro Entertainment.
Yes, and it will have it's a fake company, by the way, but it'll say Afro Entertainment. It'll have contact details, a few of the Manhattan theaters that are owned by this company. And it says showtimes available on the website at blah blah blah.com. And it also has a phone number, which you can assume is possibly Gwenn's, or a way to get a hold of her.
No, thank you very much. I'll hand her a business card for the restaurant and a phone number for the restaurant.
Thank you. And while it's been it's hard to build the necessary contacts from an entire state away. I'm currently expanding influence and talking into the right ears, so to speak, for the media outlets across the island, and as well as the she names a particular hospital. I know a nice young gentleman there who'd be willing to help if you should need anything in those areas. It's something I'll be building up as I can do it in person.
In the hospital, you mentioned?
Hmm?
In the hospital, you said?
Yes, in the hospital as well as the media.
Interesting. I have more my my dealings are on the underbelly side of Manhattan. The families, the more the construction guys, a little bit the entertainment industry, just enough to book some gigs for my restaurant. In fact, All the space I have here is for rent whenever you need to make gigs. Consider the space yours. Just give me enough of an advance notice.
I will keep that in mind, and it is also a useful area to be looking into. Especially, she kind of glances around, especially in these times. So I hear.
Sure. I'll go for a tour of the place. First floor is a restaurant, more like a steakhouse, um, surf and turf. Second floor is a dance floor. Third floor is a dance floor, but the third floor is more like party, younger crowd. Second floor is more cougars and late 20s, mid 30s, early 40s. There's a very beautiful painting in the second floor. It was done during a Toreador contest to see which one of us can come up with the best picture. It was not drawn by a Toreador, but we had to find the best artist, and I think I found the best one to make murals in New York, and that was her production. Um, bunch of sunflowers and the sun going behind them, and they're just like closing in because the sun is going away. Um, Third floor has is more, I guess, bigger speakers and more darker bar with more dark light. Um, and that's that. And you can easily convert each floor into a mini theater. We have the seats, and we have the raised platform, and the sound system for it. So yeah, consider that one of your theaters. Um, I have this place on rent, and if it gets busy, I can always rent another one.
Ah, thank you for the kind offer. I'll certainly keep it in mind if anything comes up on my end. It's uh, it's always useful to know, what is available, what different people's specialties are within a new city.
Um, Very nice meeting you, and I'm curious. I guess it's something I'm curious, but you don't have to answer. But I'm curious nonetheless, and I'm probably gonna be guessing. Um, Vampires in this kindred in the city are meant to give back some to the city just to get for the privilege of staying in it. Some of us join coteries based on our specializations. Currently, I'm more debating which one I'm gonna get into. Um, Curious what um, what specialty you are going to choose for yourself, or what specialty will be chosen for you. Um, but I guess this is a discussion. This is for another discussion if we get that discussion. Um, for now, consider me a friend and ally if you need any push for your influence with the medical field, and I guess with the art industry. I have a little bit of influence in the industry, but I'm not looking for more. I'm looking for more influence in the underworld and street. And
Oh, I'm afraid I'm lost in those areas. I must apologize. But
I may
if you
I
need
may
someone
call up on you.
distracted,
I
well,
may call up on you for assistance or for an invitation here and there, or for to get our name on a VIP tickets, on a last minute tickets, things like that are always very, very, very appreciated.
and if you should ever need someone distracted. She kind of
Extremely
smiles.
appreciated. I'm very distracted myself.
If you should need someone distracted, well, I make a great distraction, especially for the guys.
Thank you very much. I'll as I said, will be very much appreciated. My specialty myself are investigation, seeing things, scanning people, reading minds, implanting ideas, uh, sneaking into places, making friends, same as your clan is known to do, uh, and running away really, really fast when shit hits a storm. When storm hit the fan, whatever, shit hit the fan. Whatever the mortal term used these days.
That's also a good skill to have. I prefer to call it a tactical retreat.
Yes, it is my number one skill. Um, I understand your driver. Is he a servitor? Is he a ghoul?
He, um, hang on, let
Just
me.
ghouls get different prestige in our society.
Uh, I'm going to roll a d6, figure out who's driving her today. The low is the 1-2 is the woman. Otherwise, she has two guys. Okay, it's a guy. I don't know why that rolled d10s. I wasn't even rolling anything. But she smiles. Well, he is, I guess you could call him a ghoul of sorts. Yes, he is.
I'll introduce
He's.
you to my ghoul, Mike, and I'll he was watching us was kind of his hand on a weapon on the side of the room, and I'll mention to him. He'll come to the table. Mike, this is Gwen. Gwen, this is Mike. Gwen will Mike will nod his head a little bit lower than usual, and he'll say my honor to meet you, madam. Because Mike is very loyal and we've been with him for a very long time.
Gwen will acknowledge the man's existence with a smile.
And he kind of can get his eye over and like Mike, uh, thanks. You can go back to the guard position. And he kind of doesn't even acknowledge my what I just said. I just like backs off a little bit and he nods again and he heads to where he was. Uh, and I go, I swear, I think he's your ghoul now. He's not mine. Good job. All these years feeding him and 5 minutes take him away. I respect
Oh,
that.
I do apologize. I seem to have that effect on people. As I said, the guys seem to be particularly vulnerable. I can get ladies too, and guys who are of different persuasions. They're a little harder, but anyone can uh, anyone can be swayed. At least the mortals.
I can I can appreciate that. Trust me, believe me. Um, I would you be staying for the night tonight? You interested in hunting over here, um, or you have other plans? I don't want to push too much, but I really appreciate if you get to stay.
She thinks for a moment. I believe you said there was an event going on tonight. I think I could stay and watch. After all, things seem to have come to a crawl over the Christmas holiday. No one's working, so building influence, well, I just have to do it tomorrow.
Ah,
Or Monday.
do you have uh, you said you want to build the influence in the medical?
Yes, the medical field as well as the local media. Those will be my two areas of focus for the time being. As I said, it's difficult to build influences from a state or two away.
Okay, I guess if you ever, it's a suggestion, but if ever after an event, you can bring the after party here, and I can make sure to make sure everyone is up to speed about what they're supposed to do.
I will definitely keep that in mind, Mr. Lejours.
And likely, I'm also interested in the upper society and the underworld. Both of them love theaters, so I would very much be sending a few of them their way. Um, sure. So anyway, people are starting to coming in for upstairs. They basically walk in from the front door. You see them walk in, but instead of walking into the restaurant, they go up. And um, let's go see how they're doing. And as we go, it's now midnight. So people start coming in at midnight. I actually checked in New York when people go out. Um, in Toronto, people are doing things by 11. In Montreal, people are doing things at 12:30. In New York, I think people are doing things by midnight. And we'll head out. We'll head upstairs. Uh, I don't always hunt in my club, but today I want to show off after this miserable performance role. What's the social hunting role? I haven't done that in a while in the club. Document. Do you know what it is? Are you there?
And I'm back.
I'm trying to
Uh,
see what's the role for social hunting.
it's whatever you want to do for social hunting. Um, I guess. It depends on the way you're hunting, I guess.
Heightened senses. Does it help with hunting? The storyteller option. This may make the hunting easier. Okay. Can be even easier than place being mine. Intrusion. Jumping, lifting, breaking, shadowing, throwing, sneaking. Shunting. Blah, 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 blah.
And I'm back. Hopefully.
I'm just reading where the hunting rules are.
Alright. So they're going up to the party, I guess?
Yep.
Or whatever's happening.
Usually there's a promoter who takes the night and he brings people and he pays me part of like rent for the floor and
I think it depends on who's fed this week.
the default method for hunting is detailed in chapter 6 page 259.
So they have a house rule for it. And
Yeah, that's not true. Hunting. So first you have to find one. The attribute for appearance and subterfuge might requires a lusty. So nightclub is appearance and subterfuge. This is what I'm going to use. So appearance and subterfuge. The difficulty is heavily patrolled 8, suburb 7, warehouse district 6, 6, low income. I would say the difficulty is, for me, the difficulty is 6 because I'm really trying to not be too obvious about it because it's my own place. So I'm basically, if I can find something easy, I'll just will not hunt. Even with aspects. So what we say? It's um, appearance and subterfuge. So appearance for subterfuge is 1, only 1. That suck. Roll. 5, 10, 5, 5, 6. Now my difficulty was 6. What's that? 2 successes is what? What does it mean?
it means you succeed and you get 2 blood points.
Yep. Right. And I guess it's 1 roll every scene or every hour. Or...
I guess. I think the difficulty goes up for each.
Extra try.
Gwenn is going to choose not to hunt, as
She can't tell.
she's very politely saying that she's already dined.
I do believe the way Ventrue is considered just adds +2 difficulty to social hunts, or to basically if she needs to, because she has to find the person first that fits her thing. But anyway, my goal was to try and find out what kind of preference she has, and I'm not getting that. So. So she chooses not to hunt.
Right.
Say I also, as a matter of curiosity, you don't have to answer, but I'm guessing if your influences are in the theater or in the medical, your preference is either actors or doctors, or people related to either. Always interesting to find out things like that about other kindred.
She simply smiles. Wow. A girl's got to keep some of her secrets, doesn't she?
At least 50% of them. Um, so then, I guess for the end of the night, there's no other information I'm trying to glean. That was the one thing I was trying to get. I'm not getting it, so it doesn't matter.
Alright.
But I'll say, I guess we can always plan to have a more productive evenings. I guess the two of us can, even though we have a like a common skills are not that complementary because we kind of have the same, I guess the same. We share a lot of skill levels. I think we can still enhance what we do. So I'm very much interested in. I'll help you with your influence. You help me with my influence. That's pretty much the only thing I'm living for right now.
And I guess Lejours and Gwenn finish their night. They probably stay. She probably stays, another hour or two before excusing herself to, attend other business. Though all of her businesses are closed today because it's Christmas. So,
It's beginning to
because
smell a lot like syphilis. With an open sore from every pore. Sure, Christmas is Christmas. And with that, we part way and end the scene. Thank you, viewers, for watching. Thank you, players, for playing. And see you next time.